Alrighty. What's up, bitches? So, just got off work. I worked pretty late today. I normally get off at 6, and it is what? 7:48. Yeah. So, but at least the traffic will be better. You know, there's that. So I had started. Oh, he has a flat tire. He looks like he's got it. Anyways, so I just wanted to finish something I started. That's how I am with work. I like coming to work with a fresh desk. Nothing from yesterday. Just new, brand new shit. So, took longer than I expected. Well, I was auditing my coworker stuff, and I ended up finding more stuff than I expected. So, I was gonna leave half of it done and half of it not, but after finding like the same kind of mistakes, I wanted to finish everything just to make sure that everything was all good, because I'm not sure if the other people that were auditing her stuff were finding the same mistakes, so I'd rather get it done. So since I had already seen them, so that none of them are missed. But yeah, anyways, nobody cares about accounting things. And I didn't do this yesterday because I took one of my friends to the clinic that I go to. So, gotta help each other out. We all gotta be healthy and protected and be responsible. So that's what I was doing. Oh, and I deleted the morning one because the music was too loud and nobody could fucking hear me. Like, I was so annoyed. I was wondering why nobody fucking commented or said anything. Couldn't fucking hear anything. Didn't make any sense. Not this morning, yesterday morning, I think. I don't know which one I was deleting. But anyways, so I think what I'm gonna do, since I've always wanted to do this video, I'm just gonna branch it out. So, God, this is probably like 4 years ago, I want to say. One of my friends posted a status or something and said, the most interesting thing about you, or something. I don't know what it about that time period, but interesting was a buzzword, because like they had this this article on in the Voice, Dallas Voice, that it's like the 20 most interesting people in the DFW or something, and it started as like a Facebook poll, and I had put my name on there. I mean, why not? And people were voting, and so that poll, and then also one of my friends, Ashley, had posted on her Facebook, like, what's the most interesting thing about you, or something. There was something to that amount, that factor, but it was like at the same kind of thing, right? Same kind of time. And me, being the nerd that I am, I was like, I never put all the different things about me down on paper, or my thing is spreadsheets. So that's what I did. I put everything on a spreadsheet, and then I categorized them, and then I put them in order. And so I think what I'm gonna do is, first and foremost, I'm gonna be talking to whoever's on here, because I enjoy that way more than like just a monologue of me talking, because I think that's just boring. I mean, it's boring for me, so I can only imagine how it is for everybody else. So, or anybody else, not everybody, because it's not more than like 1 or 2 people watching at any point in time. But so I'm open to requests. I mean, I've said that I could do advice. I tend to give people advice all the time, relationship advice, career advice. I mean, I could try. I mean, you can learn from my mistakes. I'm not doing that very great, but maybe people won't make the same mistakes as I did. Maybe about school or relationships or friendships or just in general. Or, I mean, as I said, I'm not that great of a singer, but if somebody wants me to sing something, I will. I ain't got no fucking shame in my game. Just know that I'm not no singer, so whatever. Talk about my day and different funny things. And then in that interesting list, I updated it and I printed it out. So I will just start on number 1, and there are 82 points, and if I really wanted to, I probably could make it into 100, just because some of these points are complicated, and like, but some of them aren't. I mean, some of them are just like easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl, and then other ones are like really deep and like have lots of stories to tell about them or whatever. So we'll see. At least it gives me something to talk about that's like structured, so it's not so not where I'm gonna be like, oh, what am I gonna talk about? I'll have an idea. If I just run out of shit to say about my day or the weekend or whatever, then I'll just go off the list. Go from number 1, and I'll, as I'm going, I'll check them off, and it'll also help me put in the descriptions. I'm not sure exactly what I should do about that. Like, I wish there was a way where, like the transcript of it would be converted, because I know it does it. It would be converted to text, and those would be tags, because the whole tagging thing is just like, I know that's how you get people, but like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. So for me to have to tag it correctly, I'd have to re-watch it, and that's like a lot of work. I just don't know if I am really wanting to do that. Like, that seems like way too much effort, but I don't know. Anyways, so today, well, I guess yesterday, nothing really happened. I just went to the clinic, and I went to Walmart. I got a new phone holder so that it would be landscape like YouTube wants, and toothpaste and deodorant, boring things, but that's all I really needed. And then I went home and played my game. Simple. And I do not remember what I talked about yesterday morning whenever I deleted it. I have no clue. So that's just gone. Sorry. I mean, I couldn't hear it anyway, so that was the point. Like, the music was, well, I was playing it from my phone, so I guess since the speaker is right next to the phone, wait, the phone speaker is right next to the phone microphone, couldn't hear me at all. All you could hear was the music. And I was wondering why. Oh, that was on Facebook anyways. I was still blocked at that point. I got unblocked this morning. Now I'm remembering. So yesterday I had done my video on Facebook, but deleted it because I couldn't hear it, and then I didn't do one at the night because I was with my friend, and it got too late to where, I guess it was about this time actually. I just didn't want to. I was just exhausted. I didn't do one yesterday because I was exhausted. But anyways, so, which is, yeah, just been having some stressful fucking days these last couple days. Just because, like, yesterday my ex called me on WhatsApp, and like recently he got a new boyfriend, and I'm glad he told me. I mean, at least he finally fucking told me, which is the other thing. He told me that he waited a month to tell me, which is even more shitty because, like, I mean, I knew it was gonna happen, but then again, I didn't think it was gonna happen so soon, I guess. Maybe wishful thinking, right? Because I can't really move on. So that meant that he was only there for 2 months before he moved on and, like, got a new boyfriend and started dating. Like, I'm not completely single. It's not like I haven't seen anybody or done anything with anybody, but it's not really gone past a couple of dates mostly because A, guys are shitty and whores, but B, I really can't, like, commit my heart or, like, effort into anybody yet. I mean, I can try, and that's where I've really been doing, is trying to, I don't want to be alone this whole year while he's over there, and who's to say that we'll get back together whenever we do? I mean, that's wishful thinking, but who's to say what's going to happen between then and now? Oh, I forgot, there's a way to, maybe not. Damn it. Maybe this? There used to, damn it. I thought there was a, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. But I was trying to see, because there was a way to do the flash, but I guess I had to do that before I started it. Oops. Shit. But anyways, so yeah, he called me. I guess his motivation was, well, A, he was drunk, but B, he just told me that he loved me, and he's letting himself love somebody else and letting them love him. And I was like, I'm happy for you. I mean, I really am, but I mean, it still makes me sad, because I mean, he's half the world away from me, and he's with somebody else. I mean, it sucks, but I don't want him to be alone the whole entire year. That's selfish. I mean, Lord knows I'm not going to be completely alone. I don't know if I'm going to get another boyfriend, but you never know what life. You got to be open for life. You got to open for life experiences. You never know what life will throw at you. So there was that. That was a stressful day yesterday, and going to the clinic and driving like an hour from work to there, and then it was like 35 minutes back to drop them off, and then it was like 45 minutes back home. So like, it was a lot of driving, and that's annoying. I hate driving. Speaking of, I got fucking 83 miles left, even though I filled up like 2 days ago. It fucking sucks. This damn gas guzzler. And then stressful today was just bringing up everything. Like, it's weird because we started talking about the holiday party and lack of holiday party, and then we got onto like the housing market, because like my coworker, her landlord sold their house whenever they're in a lease, and like the new owners are trying to raise the lease, and like got onto how expensive the housing is. And I was like, well, I mean, I'm in the garage at my mom's house, so I understand. And And then we talked about the healthcare, and we talked about company benefits, and but all of that was all right until it kind of went back to me. And they were like, because I mean the whole reason why, the main reason why I can't move out of my mom's garage is because my student loans are like $900 a month, and there's no real way that I can do anything about that. Like, I do have a claim with the Department of Education, but who's to say that they're going to actually be able to do anything? So I'm not planning for that to actually go anywhere, just because that's just how my luck is. And I mean, I do have a bachelor's degree, so I did get the piece of paper, so I don't know how much they can actually do, you know. When you have something, you own something, you can't necessarily ask for a refund, like, because you can't get that taken away, or I would never want that to be taken away. As hard as I've worked, that would be the last thing that I would want. So, but that is the biggest thing that's holding me back. And I was telling them, I was like, you know, it was kind of strange, because we're talking about having a degree versus not having a degree and applying for jobs and whatnot. And I said, you know, whenever I was at DynCorp, I was making really good money. I had a 2-story, a 2.5 bath, 4-bedroom, 2-story, 2-car garage, brand new house that I was the first tenant in. It was gorgeous and amazing, and I loved it, and a new car, and plenty of money to go out all the time. And like, I had a great life as far as financially. I mean, because nobody helped me at all. That was all me. I paid for my school. I had no debt. I had great credit. Like, I put but at that point, I only had 2 associates. And I mean, realistically, that's all I really needed, like, education-wise. Like, going to TCU really didn't add that much value to my knowledge base for my career, honestly. But at that point, I was at DynCorp, and I'd gotten a list of best places to work or something, and they're talking about Google, and I was like, oh my God, I would love to work for Google. I wonder if I can, because I had just graduated, and I was like, because I wasn't going to try to apply to another job, because I knew that it wouldn't be in the area. So I wanted to finish school at the time, and that meant TCC. I wanted to get my associate's degrees. But when I did, and I went to apply for a job as an accountant or a staff accountant at Google, I remember I wasn't even able to get past the initial screen, like the first screen. It says, "Do you have a bachelor's degree?" And whenever I put no, it said, "This is a requirement for the position." So it didn't matter that I had 8 years of accounting experience and an associate's degree in accounting and an associate's degree in arts, which, if you add those 2 together, would basically be a bachelor's degree. 2 two-year degrees equals 4. That's just simple math. But I wasn't able to apply, and at that moment, that exact moment, I applied to TCU. Well, not at that exact moment, but I decided that I was going to go back to TCU because, I mean, that's what I want. I had hit a glass ceiling in my job that everybody above me had CPAs and bachelors. So if I really wanted to progress in my career, I needed a bachelor's. If I wanted to get a new job, which is what I really wanted, I wanted a big I wanted to be at a Fortune 500 company with these perks and the ability to cross-train different departments and use my ideas that aren't just specific to accounting, and the just personal and career growth at a big company is just way better than at a smaller one. And the bigger you are, the more likely things are going to be regimented in some sort of requirements or procedures or whatnot. So they try to make it as fair as possible. Well, I thought. And I think that's the case once you get in, once you get your foot in the door. But getting your foot in the door is the problem. So I decided to go to TCU, and I had a great life at that point. And then I just told them, like, and this is at my coworkers today, I was like, well, and then I graduated 2 years ago, haven't been able to find a Fortune 500 company job like I really wanted to. I've taken pay cuts, and I'm driving my mom's 12-year-old vehicle, and I'm living in the garage. So like putting yourself through college and going to that four-year university and getting that bachelor's degree fucked my life up. Like, if I really wouldn't have gotten that bachelor's degree, I probably would be so much happier. I mean, just in the basics sense, like, I'm not really big in material things, but like having your independence is monumental to who you are, and very pivotal in your character development and your happiness. Like, feeling trapped is not a good thing for anybody. So, and there were so many years where I just felt trapped, no options. By the time I realized that TCU was just not what I needed it to be, I'd already invested at least 2 years in it and already accumulated so much debt that I felt trapped that I had to finish. And then once I finished, couldn't fucking do anything about it. And then I had to change my major 3 times because I didn't get into the business school. And that was only because they were used to traditional students, not ones that came in with 2 associate's degrees. And it doesn't make any sense. To this day, I still don't understand how I didn't get in on the normal basis. Logically, if I, in a job interview, if I were to apply for a job as an accountant over these other kids that applied and got in, I would have got it, hands down. They evaluated me on 1 semester where I made 2 C's and 2 B's, so a 2.5, and they didn't accept anybody under a 2.75. Completely disregarding the 3.94 that I transferred in with, or the 8 years of experience that I had doing accounting, which is a business function. I was just a number. I wasn't even a person at that point. They didn't even fucking care. And there was no way to appeal it or talk to somebody and change it. It was final. So then I had to, I tried to major in informational systems, and I couldn't do intro to database. I can't memorize shit, so learning coding it was not working for me. And when that didn't work out, there was only general studies, and saying that at that point I was already there for 2 years, and I had to get my diploma. So that's what I told them. I was like, I went from having a great life and lots of money and making more coincidentally, to fucking right where I am right now. Miserable. Not miserable. Things could be worse. And I have to continually tell myself that things could be worse. At least I was able to get a job in which I could move up in and learn those accounting skills prior to getting a degree. I mean, nobody gave that to me. Just let that be known. I earned that myself. I got the cashier job, but I earned the accounting job. Earned it. Nobody gave that to me. I saw the opportunity and I took it. And I did great at it. And so I got promoted and got more responsibility. So, and then after then it was all good. They saw that I had experience, got my first job out of there, got promoted twice while I was at DynCorp. And by that point I had 6 years of experience, so finding a new job doing the same kind of thing wasn't that hard. And I found that one on Craigslist, so I worked my ass off. So I earned everything I got, and then I lost it all because I chose school. I chose the American dream, right? That's what they say. Get your education, and then the doors will open. Yeah. All these doors never opened. Took a $7 an hour pay cut right out the gate when I graduated. Supposed to be temporary. I'm still there. Now, I do love my job. I do. On the basis of what it is. I do like going into different companies and learning their programs and their situations and fixing their problems. I love it. Like, I love that. But, which is a huge but, when you're moving everywhere, you can't really grow. And it was always supposed to be temporary. It was always supposed to be temporary until I got my job at Google. And then whenever that kind of subsided, I branched out to Fortune 500 companies. And then when that didn't work out and hasn't worked out, I kind of gave up, honestly. Because I felt like nothing I could do was ever going to change anything. People aren't going to give you a chance if they don't know you. And you're just a number, a resume. Fucked. That's the job market we're in. Everybody's overqualified and underpaid, except the people that know the right people. I guarantee you the people that I graduated TCU with are six figures. I'm guaranteed. In this 2 years that I've been graduated, just because they knew the right people, get promoted over the guys like me who don't know the right people, who work their ass off and work from the grunts. Because when you're a peon, you don't meet the right people. So you got to know them outside of work. You got to be rolling with them already. You got to be in the same circles, the higher income levels. Or being in like a frat or a sorority with them, which I didn't have time for because I had to work. I had to work and go to school at the same time. 7 to 7. But anyways, the whole thing with that was just to say that it's very stressful and kind of makes me sad just thinking about it, like reflecting on that things really haven't changed. Even though I should be hired on at IBM in a month. But then again, I'm taking another pay cut. But at least this time I'll be in at a Fortune 500 company so that I can try to work my way up. You got to make sacrifices. I mean, at this point, I have nothing else going for me, so why the fuck not? You know, why not? I'll just keep on working my ass off, and eventually it'll pay off. That's how it happened at the last place I was at. Whenever it was a big company, people see the work that you do, and you get promoted. Hopefully, that'll be the case. I mean, I've been here since February, but I think the main issue is that I'm in accounts payable, which is like the lowest rung on the accounting spectrum. I wish I would have been hired at like a GL accountant or something role. Then it would have been easier to move up. But the things that I do are obviously not to the caliber of traditional AP processors. And that's why I'm getting hired on, and that's why the role that I'm going to be in is not going to be as simple as what I am doing now. So that's the good part. And I'm really excited about it. I can really implement some of the changes that I really want to do and help people. And can't wait. Just another one of those things that, like, hurry up and wait, you know? Like, it's been in the work for like 2 months and hasn't happened yet, and who knows how long I'll have to be in that role before I move on to the next. I don't know. Who's to say? I don't know. But ambition is always there. I'm always trying. I'm always trying to figure out the next play to get up, to move up. Always. At least I'm at a place where I can actually do that now. But anyways, so yeah, that was pretty stressful. Couple days. I'm trying to think of what I didn't want to eat. I really want to drink, is what I want, but I'm just not gonna do it. I'm gonna say no. No to myself. Go home and eat and play my video game. But I'm excited for the things that are coming up. Next week and the week after that, I have like trainings that I signed up for myself. I looked for them. I'm super excited about them. They're trainings over our software that we use, and I'm super excited because they're free, and like all you do is sign up. Like, that's super fucking cool. And I have my company, my actual company, Robert Half, a lunch, and then evidently we have a holiday party next month, and sadly we're not going to have anything for Softflare. Oh, sorry. Evidently we're going to lunch, and the guy that's been there for 2 years is getting a lunch as well. I don't know why it gets foggy. It's like I can't focus. Like, focus on me. Like, that looks so much better. Can we just, like, make sure it focuses on me all the time? Annoying. I'm not even moving that far, so I don't know what the fuck's going on. chica. Alright, so I guess I'm getting Wendy's. Sounds good. This bitch is right on my face. Looking like Ghostface over here. Get your freak on. Get your freak on. Get your freak on. Yeah. Hush your mouth. Silence when you spit it out. In your face. Open your mouth. Give you a taste. Holla. Stop me. Copywritten, so don't copy me. Yeah. Stop a lead. Y'all can't come close to me. You hear me now? Hey. I mean, I guess I could start on the list, but since I'm about to get food, might as well just fucking end it now. I'm not really saying anything productive. I think that's all. I mean, I can't think of anything else that happened today, so I think it's done anyways. But, so, have a great day, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow morning for morning dick ride, and maybe we'll start on the list. Bye! Yeah, I'm sure. Bye!